Thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Jerry Hughes on the stop. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's Ajayi. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. They fake the give. Now Wentz. And this is going to be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line.
Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. The tackle was made by Michael Bennett.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Allen caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to lose yardage here back at the 8. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Wentz to throw on second down. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And it'll bring up 3rd down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. Now Wentz. This complete left side to Aguilar. Oh, and they had him stopped short of the first, but a penalty marker down. And that looked like a clear face mask to me. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad. On first down, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Wentz now on first down. And nearly picked it off.
He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. They've got it 1st and goal at the 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw is Wentz. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the sack means it's 3rd and goal now from the 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. And that is caught. It's Aguilar for the Eagle touchdown. Nelson Aguilar, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in. But I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
They go play action here on 1st down. Allen hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Allen. And incomplete on the deep ball. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen off the play fake. This one complete to Mohamed Sanu. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
They run with a jive. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and... Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Wentz now to throw. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. That's their 2nd, so they'll have one remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. fake here on first down. On the crossing route, complete. It's Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
On first down, they run with Howard. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackled that time by Sidney Jones.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now Allen throwing on second down. Allen hit. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
On third down, this is Howard. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
They'll start out on the ground with a giant. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Back near the goal line. Here's Wentz. Over the middle here to Brown. And they'll get him down right around the 11-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Throwing now is Wentz. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibson. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Wentz now 5 out of 10, 50% throwing it. Not so hot, but he does have a first down. Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And this is incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense as that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Here we go. Waiting. Sunday.
Again, it's Wentz. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taken in at the 22.
Whoosh.
The great blocking nearly sprung him there. 28-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Jones has it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A give to Howard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. And now Jordan Howard slow to get to his feet, so they will stop play here. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this 1st half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He leaves this one for Howard. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Wentz now on 1st down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Here's Wentz to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. The Eagles send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10.
Gun!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. It'll be a gain of 7, and they get it back to a 3rd and 3.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they've bottled them up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Throwing on first is Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now Wentz. Wide open receiver, complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. That's 30 yards now in the last 2 plays. Back-to-back 15-yarders, and they're rolling. A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. On first down, Wentz. He sets to fire deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The clock showing just 16 seconds till the half as they line up 1st and 10. So we've reached, and okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Bills on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, it's Allen. The left side completion to Jones. A gain of 7, and they pick up the first. 3rd and 4, he did just enough. I mean, just enough to move the chains.
And that's all you're looking for, right? Just want to keep the drive moving. You don't need the big play there. Just get to that marker that you described, and he was able to do just that.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
This is Howard on 2nd down. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Lucky 56.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This will be caught inside the 10. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
Watch him now, Barney.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
Watch him now, Barney.
On the handoff, this is Howard. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Bills are in for 6. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Hauschka with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. This is Ajayi. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Come on now, oh, come on now, let's go. Everyone's got 4 down.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, a run with Smallwood. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
Hang in there now, hang in there now.
Now they'll throw it. Wentz. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now Wentz on third down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
To the air, Allen finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll go on the ground. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll come on to kick this one away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And his guys will take over at the 14-yard line in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
No, check, Patriot!
So after the INT, it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So he got free of one tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone, and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. And his throw here's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen. And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th. They got the win last week despite not having any interceptions. Tried to come up with one there, could not. But there's a stat category called PBU, pass breakup. That's important, too, when they got one.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it, because at least you're there, knocking the ball away. Offense isn't possessing it, making plays downfield. And you just continue to harass the receivers, harass the quarterback, and maybe the big play does occur down the road.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now it's a giant. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. And there on the tackle, Shaq Lawson. Well, at least he was able to break that initial contact, or it could have been a loss.
Yeah, give credit to the defensive player, though. What did he do? Made him slow down, slow up his feet.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Come on now, come on now, let's go. Back there. 20.
On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
I like this effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rounding, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick. Up the 1st down. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Here we go. 20.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
In his own end zone, it's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the 7. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now they try the right side here. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. He had their lone TD earlier. Now he's got a 1st down.
Has a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a 1st.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
Wentz now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that'll be incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Wentz. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Caught on the right side by Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain at 21 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
Now Howard. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And sometimes things come together exactly like you want. It's not just been the volume of carries he's had in this contest. It's been the production as well.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here? Or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to. They'll
look to throw. His throw incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster. So this one fairly well in the bag as they take over with a 1st and goal.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He leads this one for Howard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Leopard! Leopard!
Allen to throw. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Hauschka adds the extra point, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Throwing is Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. And I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They run for it with a giant. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bills, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.